Hello everyone and welcome to my Flosstube. It is Saturday, July the 26th, and my name is Rachel. I go by Rachel Ray on the internet, and this is the video where I talk about all things that are cross stitch, and I put in knitting at the end. So if you're interested, just come on in, grab a drink. Today I am having cold coffee. This mug is so cute. My friend gave it to me. It's called Evolution. Isn't that funny? Yeah. So, cheers. It's not Saturday. Where's my brain? I was supposed to do this yesterday. Today is Sunday the 26th. I'm so sorry. Oh, really? Today is also the day where all of the people who have those little Honda scooter jobbies are having their drag race, so I apologize. I think they're all gone. Okay, let's go back to the video. Yes, so how are you all doing? I'm doing pretty good. In the past few days, I've actually been kind of struggling to craft. So just a little bit of a life update, like 2 minutes. Has anybody gotten into an organizing and cleaning frenzy that lasted days? Why is there a giant fly in my room? Get out! Oh, it listened to me. So we had a huge, well, I wouldn't say huge. I got some archival tissue paper. This is how it started. Apologies for the buzzing. In Ireland, they don't have screens on the windows, so we get these massive flies, and they eventually escort themselves out the house, but man, is it annoying. Anyway, right, back on track. So on Thursday or Friday, I received my archival tissue paper. It's like an unbleached, undyed paper for rolling your fabrics. So I got that, and I got the twine. It's like I don't have it here, I put it in the bin. But you'll see it in a moment because I'm going to flash up some pictures on the screen for you. Basically what I did is I spent the entire day yesterday ironing, pressing all of my cross-stitching fabrics and then rolling them up into the tissue paper and tying them off with this string, as well as going and making a little card for the ones that didn't have cards. So then I put them away, and then I realized I needed more space, I needed more room. Everything was just everywhere. It was all chaos, and it still kind of is a little bit, but when my space is cluttered or it feels like there's too much, I'm seeing too much, I get overwhelmed. I don't know what it is. I'm not a minimalist by any means. I have serious clutter issues, if you want to call them that, but these things I don't mind. This is actually bothering me a bit, but I don't have anywhere to put them at the moment. I'm working on that in another room at the minute so that I can, sorry, Luna's moving all over the place. But I'm working on that at the minute because I am almost finished with the pins and needle minders, the needle minders that are going to be going into my Etsy store. It's not open yet, but it will be open again soon. So thank you for all of your patience on that. But yeah, I don't have anywhere to put them at the minute, so they're just kind of over there to remind y'all. No, just kidding. But, it got to a stage where I just needed to do something. So I couldn't just leave it at the rolling of the fabrics. I then had to, today, go into all of my closet space and get rid of a bunch of stuff that hasn't been touched in years and make room for more diamond paintings and everything that's been coming in lately. So if you can imagine, which I guess you can't really see my room, I'll have to do an updated tour thing, which I do have a craft room tour on my channel, but that's from a year ago or so, maybe last summer, I don't remember, but it's a bit outdated. I do have new systems in place, But man, oh man, that was like a cleaning frenzy, and that's why I'm like this today, and I got the big hair going on. So forgive me again, but hey. But the good news is that I did reach quite a big section of my work in progress, the one that I've been doing for over a month and a half now, which is my Heaven and Earth Designs chart called Soul of the Rose. I'm going to flash up a picture here of of where we were last time, so you can see the progress, because it is hard to see progress in these confettied sections. And here she is now. So hopefully you can see. I do have my lights on, but this section always goes a little darker than it really is. The middle bit is 310, but then we have this part. I am still on page 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Still on page 4 there. This section is taking forever. Oh, come on, light, fix yourself. Still on section 4, and the confetti is real. Like, changing threads all the time. Confetti is real. I hit a wall. Was it Wednesday or Thursday? I think I picked this up twice this week. That's how much confetti there is. Because the thing about confetti is that it looks amazing when it's finished. Confetti is where you have like a lot of colors in one space. And this is a max color. On 25 count easy count, 25 count easy count Lugana from Amazon. I have all the links to everything in the link haven down below. But man, it's a lot. So I picked this up, I put it down, I pick it up, I put it down. And I just am so done. We are currently, let me actually check here on my phone. We're really close. I think we have 16 hours left or something. I have a thread in, like I was saying last time, I have a thread in my friend's event, which is great. Making an event for cross-stitching where you can do updates and say how long you've been working on the project. Yeah, so I'm up to 86 hours and 15 minutes on this project. I'm trying to hit 100 hours by next weekend. I think it's next Friday. So cheer me on, y'all. I can do this. I can do it. I can do it, but I just needed a break. Like we all do. And if you're wondering what the noise is, it's my husband going in and out of the house. Real life, people. It's Sunday. It's his day off. We're going to give him some grace. So, yesterday, hi Luna, she does not like the fan being on and the windows open. Do you want to come and sit next to me? You're so cute today. I put on like a little shirt so that she could calm down a little bit. It's really not helping, to be honest. Yeah, I know you're upset. No, she's happy being on the floor. We'll see if she comes up onto her chair. I did leave it open for her today. So, I was so excited on Friday to start something new for the 24 hours of cross stitch. You can't see her. Come here, baby. See her cute little shirt. Yeah. I was so excited to start something new for the 24 hours of cross stitch event this weekend, which is still going on, but because of my sudden need for organization, that obviously that's gone by the wayside. I decided to pick up my Mirabilia called Miss Cherry Blossom. I'm going to go ahead and try to find a picture and stick in my last picture here so you can see our progress. And then I'm going to show you where we are now. So here is my current progress. This is where I've gotten to. This is the purple is the ribbon, and the pink with the flowers is her obi. It's the sash that's on the back, the bow that's on the back of the kimono. And I decided that I wanted to focus on it because it is really beautiful. and I thought I could see quite a bit of progress and it would inspire me to keep going. This is on a linen. I'm trying to remember what size it was that I purchased from Heartstring. I'm not going to remember. I'll find out for you because I hate to not be able to remember. Bear with. Listen to the small Hondas going by. Okay, my purchases. I need to look at this anyway because I want to talk to you guys about things on Etsy. I can search for linen and Heart Stitch Designs, Enchanted Dawn, it's called, and it is a 32 count linen. That's good to know. So it's a 32 count linen, and I'm using the Lock Scroll scroll rods, which I just got in the mail, and I totally talked about it in my Flosstube last week, and then I realized that the video that I had made unboxing and my first impressions, like my first time ever using it, that did not upload. Like it uploaded, but I forgot to release it. So I'm sorry for any confusion I might have caused. But I do enjoy working with this, but because it has to be so wide due to the size of the fabric, it makes it really unstable because you've got a clamp on one side and then it goes like this when you're working on it because the clamp can't handle that much weight. So I have to use my other hand. My right hand is behind me and the left hand is in front. So I do use two hands while stitching, and while while the clamp is here, my right arm is holding up this end, and it does get a little annoying. So I'm wondering if maybe that means that I should try to find a and this sounds horrible, but like maybe it would be easier for a floor stand for something this wide, or I might have to find another way. But for the time being, this is fine. For the time being, this is grand. It's just a little too heavy for my lap stand. Does that make sense? Maybe not for a Lowry. I don't really know. It's just that it's so heavy. That's all. Anyway, gorgeous stitching. I really enjoy stitching on that. Apologies for I know that's making a lot of noise. I'm sorry. I really enjoy stitching on that. And I enjoy stitching on linen, but I did make a mistake. I'm not going to point it out though. Hopefully, by the time I'm finished, you won't even notice that there is a mistake unless you have stitched it before. But I hope you won't judge me because I'm really new at stitching and I did not want to frog all of that. If it hadn't been so much that I would have had to frog, then maybe I would have, like 20 stitches, 30 stitches is fine. But when we're talking about 100 stitches, I just don't have it in me to do it. So that was Friday and Saturday. And then at the very end of the evening yesterday, I was so tired and I didn't want to start making mistakes because that is not good. Do not stitch when you're tired. You will have to go back the next day and frog. So I pulled out my peppermint purple blackwork sal and I started on this block. This is 6 weeks ago. So yeah, but it's okay. I'm going to try to continue working on this all week and make this my kind of sitting in bed with coffee thing, or just try to finish a block a day. That would be great. If I can't though, don't hold it against me, please. Because I have knitting as well that I want to get back into because I did finish. I have a finish. But, okay, real quick, I'm going to talk about plans. plans for today is to go ahead and work on my yoga corns, because that's what I said I was going to do last week, so that's what I'm going to do. I showed you this last week. Yoga corns from Little Room in the Attic on Etsy. I have the link there in the link haven, but I also want to tell you where I got the Ada, because I always forget. I think it's Easy Stitch for Fun. Yes, Easy Stitch for Fun. It's called Purple Galaxy Dyed Printed Ada. And this is the 16 count. So I'm really excited to get some more progress in on this one. I just needed the head, you know, the brain to be able to do it. And apparently this pattern does work in Pattern Keeper, everything except the back stitching. So thank you, Jessie, for telling me that. I went ahead and I ironed everything. So I'm going to move this over here, and we're going to, we're going to quickly just talk about the, whatchamacallit, the auction that I did this week for the VELOSANO weekend. So as you know, I'm still trying to raise money for VELOSANO. Even though I've hit my own personal goal, I'm still trying to hit that overall goal for the Velostitchers team so that we can raise $10,000 for cancer research at the Cleveland Clinic. So this week I went ahead and on my Facebook group, which is called Crafters Anonymous with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray. Yes, I share a group with one of my favorite YouTubers and one of my best friends. And I just decided that, you know what, it would be easier for me to do an auction in my group, my Facebook group, because I usually do these things on Instagram. But I went ahead and I put together this tube of diamond painting goodness. And I think that the value of this package is probably like, it's quite a lot. I put a lot of extras in. Excuse me. The auction went on for a few days, and in the end, we raised $260, I believe. Is it $260? Over $250 for the Cleveland Clinic. So let's go ahead and live look at the totals here on the VELOSANO website. I like to wait until I'm with you to look at the numbers. So my personal fundraiser page has now raised $2,360, and the total for Velostitchers, we're over 10,000. Oh my God, you guys, it's $10,229. That's amazing. That's so cool. Okay, we did it. We did it. Wow. That's awesome. I am shocked. Well, I'm not shocked because y'all are great. And there were a lot of people who donated. You know what I'm going to do? No. I'm going to wait. Sorry. I'm going to wait until next week so that I can thank everyone who donated. I'll make a segment and everything. But I just want to say thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it, because there are a lot of people out there who do get cancer, and they get it multiple times, and they need new technology and research to be able to help defeat it. We want to FFO cancer for good. And that is that for now. So if you would like to donate to the VELOSANO cause, please check out the links that I have down below this video in the video description. It's not too late. You have until the end of July to donate to either my personal page or to the team itself. However you want to do it, that would be great. Even if it's $2, it's still $2 more than it was before. So I do appreciate all of you doing that. And I will be giving shout outs next week in my Flosstube video for that. So thank you very much. Okay. So that's the VELOSANO. We've talked about whips, plans, The other plan is obviously to keep working on my Heaven and Earth design and love to hit 100 hours this week. But first, yoga corns. And I'm gonna indulge in a little bit of like fun stitchy goodness. It is very difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's quite a complicated pattern, but it's good, and I'd like to work on it today. Okay, let's talk about haul and kind of like future plans with that. I hope that makes sense, because they're kind of together, but let me get some coffee first. Side note. So our town and surrounding areas for quite a ways, I think it's within like 20 kilometers of us, we have been under a boil notice for about a month. Can I first of all say that I'm really, really privileged to not have to buy water previous to this. I could just drink the tap water, no problem, no filtration, nothing. So basically what happened is there is a parasite in the water. And so we were under a boil notice. Boil the water before you use it. And I am just a little, I was just a little paranoid about that. I mean, you can boil it for a minute before you know, and then you cool it down and then you can drink it. But like, that takes ages. And see, I was using my kettle to do that. And then I started just like, it started eating away at me. And I was like, okay, no. I'm buying water, the purified, like, pure water or whatever, it's tap water, it's filtered water. And they clean it and stuff, and then they bottle it. But I started putting that into my kettle to make my coffee and my tea. And then I noticed that the kettle was struggling to heat up. And so I thought, oh, it must be like a scale. I need to descale the kettle. But I've never had to do that before. Never, ever had to do that before. And so this morning I bought descaler. I know this is a bit personal, but I bought some descaler, and this is my first time ever doing it. And I thought that, I don't know. So I did that, and while that was happening, I boiled the purified clear water from the store on the stove to make my coffee. Well, when I lifted the lid off to go pour it in, I saw lots of white powdery stuff floating at the bottom. And I was like, what is going on? Turns out that I think the water is actually from a soft water area, limestone, or some kind of area where they have that like soft stone, because there's calcium and magnesium buildup in the pot that I boiled the water in. Crazy. I was so like, I don't know if I want to drink this anymore. But like, obviously there's going to be these minerals in your water no matter what. You just can't see them until you boil them. So I just want to put it out there that for those of you who may have to buy and boil your water all the time, and it's not just a strange occurrence or a mistake that can be fixed, like Flint. I can only imagine what it's like to have to go through this every day for all the time, and I can now properly sympathize in maybe not completely, but certainly it takes a lot more work, and I would encourage you to try to find a charity that promotes healthy water to people in places where they cannot get clean water, because it is a struggle. It's like a basic human right, in my opinion. Anyway, haul. I can tell that I'm going to be a bit rambly. So first up, I'm going to share with you some pieces, small cuts from the Crafty Kitten. So I sign up for her monthly club of small cuts. I don't know what you want to call it. It's like a fabric of the month plus a few other colors. And so we have this one, oh, here, look. This is my new system for labeling these. I could probably make it a little better, but hey. So this is called Hint of Autumn. It's a 32 count Murano. And hopefully you'll be able to see it. If not, I'll put in some pictures. This is a kind of orangey yellow with little bits of purple and pink. I think you can see it, but it's not really camera. We're gonna do this today. But it's kind of like, there we go. If I hold it back here, you can see it, but you'll also see my arms. Ugh. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. 32 count Murano. Now I did contact the owner of the Crafty Kitten, and I asked her if I could change to linen for next month. So I have Ada even weave, and now I'm going to get linen, and then I think I might stop for a little while just because I have a lot of fabric and I need to use it. So the next one is called Peach Sorbet or Sherbet, and it is 32 count Jobelin. Ooh, look at it. Look at it. It's so pretty. I love how modeled it is. For an even weave, this is quite a good color. Oh, well, camera doesn't like it. Then we have the May, that we're on May right now. May 2020 limited edition 28 count Jobelin, which is this beautiful, oh, I don't think you can see it that side. It's like yellow, oh, hello, yellow, blue, green. It's really pretty. It's kind of hard to see. I know. I'm sorry. It is 3 o'clock, and yeah. And the last one is called Just Peachy, 25 count Lugana. And this one is not going to come out at all because it's solid. There's no little to no modeling at all. It looks like a solid color, and it is a kind of a light, I would call it more of a, I don't know, I can't even think of a word to use for it. It's like a tan color. It is a pink, but it's a very light pink. It's not really what I think of when I think of a peach, but it's okay. They're just names. They're names that she gives them, and it's cute. So I'll put that to the side. I also got my order from the homemakery.co.uk. I ordered Picture This Plus. So the first piece that I got is sand. Oh, look. That looks amazing. Sand, and this is a 28 count. Actually, this is an even weave. I meant to buy it in a linen and it came in as an even weave. Let me just double check. I looked at it earlier, but I can't remember things like this, so I apologize. 28 count, oh, linen even weave. Weird. It does have slubs in it, so maybe I got the right thing after all. Well, this is it. It's a fat eighth, and it was £14.50, which I guess is like $17 or $18. This is for the Foxview. Ha! I remembered. Foxview from Plum Street Samplery. Plum Street Samplers. Sorry. And it'll go this way, and it's going to be next to Sheep Heap. I decided to do two pieces because it did call for sand and not oaken. And then, last but not least, sorry, dog emergency. Last but not least is Helix Crystal, 28 count. And this is just, I mean, I don't think you're going to be able to see just how beautiful it really is. The opalescent is very small because it's linen, and I've never had an opalescent linen before. Hello. I've never had an opalescent linen before, and Picture This Plus calls it crystal. But it's just gorgeous. And this is going to be the piece for the Woodland Creatures Sal by, Four Boys and an NL Girl. You can find the Sal on Etsy. I believe I have a link to it in the link haven as well. And I'll make sure that I have the Home Makery. I believe I have them already listed. So if you're looking for Picture This Plus over in the UK or in Europe, yes, go check them out. It is gorgeous. So it's going to be a Christmas pattern of woodland creatures. There are going to be 4 blocks. That's all I really know. There's 3 blocks and a bonus block, and I'm going to try to do all 4. And so far, I have all but 2 of the colors to start the first 2 weeks. It runs from August 1st to September 20-something, or I'm not sure. The end of September, I believe. So I pulled out my Bags Plus beautiful trifold. Bags Plus is on Etsy. Bag Z Plus. And so I've got just the first few colors. So I'm missing B5200 and 701, and I've just ordered those on the Crafter's Basket website, which is an Irish website. So I'm trying to go local for those colors, even though it costs 3 times as much as it would in the United States. But hey ho, that's the price I pay. So those are going to look fantastic. I actually did a floss toss last night when I was looking for the colors, and they really pop. And the reason that I picked this color, which is like a light blue, almost like a stonewashed denim color, is because my Nutcracker Parade from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery last year looks fantastic on a blue. So I think that kind of like icy, snowy, clean look is what I'm going for. But she said on the introduction to the Sal, she said any neutral fabric will work as long as it's opalescent. So I'm excited, nervous because it's linen and it's a stitch along, so who knows, but I hope it's easy enough to follow, and maybe it'll just be 1 block a week or every 2 weeks or something. Who knows? But that's all of the haul for cross stitching so far. And I'm really looking forward to starting that Sal. I am. I have 1,000,001 Sals to do, but I've kind of just surrendered to the fact that I won't be on top of them at all. And as you can see, I'm wearing my my Stiach shirt. I don't know if the normal Stiach is going to happen this year. I did put Hugh Laurie's head up here, but I don't know if I'll be able to join in, but I will certainly be a cheerleader this year in my group, Sips and Stitches. Let's talk about knitting now. I didn't think that I would be able to make the video this long, but here we are. I finished my Ruby and Roses A Lot of Fluff Cal, the Plumatisse shawl. I'm going to put in a little teaser photo here for you because at the moment it's actually blocking in the other room. I thought it would be ready by now. It's definitely not. It's still damp. And I don't know if I'm going to make the tassels. I am going to try making the tassels and see if I like them, but I think it might be distracting. So we'll see. We'll see. But next week I will have it ready to show you. I'm also going to be blocking the baby blankets this week, and maybe working on the Northeasterly blanket, which is the small strip blanket. But if I have time, and if my eyes are too tired for cross stitching, I'm going to pick this up again. This is my, words. This is the other shawl, which is the lacy shawl. Oh my goodness, what is it called? Why do I forget these things? Joji Fading Point. Sorry. So this is what I have so far. It's just like the main center point of one of the things. Excuse me. There are two panels. There are two panels that are identical that will be stitched together. And this is the end of one. So what I'm going to be doing, like I said the last time I showed this, is I am going to be working the both of them at the same time. When I'm finished with this one, I'm going to leave a long tail, and then I'm going to, on a separate pair of needles, stitch the exact same thing in that color. And then at the end, because otherwise I'll lose steam, I think. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is my Atlantis fade from Irish Fairy Tale Yarns, which is not located in Ireland. Don't get confused, but it's going to look absolutely stunning. So I'd like to spend some time on that as well. And this bag. My Cottage number 9 on Etsy. If you're looking for a very sturdy bag, she has all types. And I absolutely adore this because I can just take it around with me. The dust doesn't get on it. And it's got this nice faux leather strap. And this is so soft, y'all. So check her out. If you're looking for big bags, she is located in Ireland. So for my Irish knitters, that is for you. And so that's pretty much it for now. Really excited. I can't show you the finally finished object, but I will have of my Plume Matisse shawl, but I'll definitely have it for next weekend because I need to block it and take some pictures so that I can put it into the group and on Instagram to share with Ruby and Roses, because I am entered in for her giveaway for the A Lot of Fluff Cow, and I'm so happy that I did it. And that's it, everybody. That's all of the updates that I have right now for cross stitching and knitting. I hope you enjoyed watching and spending time with me. I'm sorry that this episode isn't very long, but I promise I'll make up for it another day. I just would like to go and relax. So I forgot last time. We're going to read a poem from Second Sight by Patty Bush. And if you're interested in this book of poems, please check out the link in the description. Today's poem is called Surprised by Joy. Still I cannot drive across the bridge in Adair without hearing the tentative notes of you rising up, Slán the Mahog. Because it was berry, branch and bird that were ever in your birth and breeding, more than the bare and edgy seashore that was the haunt I favored. And still, after 7 years, I turn around abruptly, all agog to see a hawk hung unstirring above the cliff edge, my binoculars lowered to find you, so that I can show and trace and share the curves of those barely trembling wings. And so much more, a new hedge for shelter, those meadow flowers I'm trying out, the kids coming and going, my dissertation, poems published, books to be published, the tinkling of lakeside cattle bells in Slovenia, light slanting through foliage on a mountainside. And listen, a seal is singing out in Carragena, but you've gone inland now, far beyond the river. Aww. So, Patty Bush is an awesome guy, really great poet. So if you're interested, he has 3 books that are out, and I believe that it's first. Anyway, go check him out on Amazon. If you're interested, get a copy for your Kindle or a paperback. That would be awesome. And that's it, guys. So I hope hope you all had a wonderful weekend.